I'm Amanda Cassar and welcome to another edition of The City as we count down to a new year. We've got another full show for you tonight, coming to you from the iconic Dandenong Market, which has been serving the people of the region since 1866 and has just undergone a $26 million redevelopment. We'll check it out on tonight's show. We'll also look at the great story on the wonderful work done by the Noble Park Special Developmental School. But first, do you remember this landmark? It is considered by many to be Victoria's oldest animated neon sign. The Dandy Pig was an icon in Dandenong for more than 50 years, and many locals want it back. But where can it go? Ian Benny Bennett sought the opinions of some former Dandy Ham employees.
Dandy, Dandy, where you gonna go now?
We're here today to celebrate music in the park, and we're trying to reinstall, I think, the bacon factory pig back where it should belong, and Julia will go back there on top of the main street near the Dandenong lights opposite the park there.
I think one of my pet projects has been the Dandenong Market over the years, and we've had the pig sign up there for many years with the refurbishing of the market. You know, it's great to see those people who work there here today too, and some of them putting in some thoughts on where we should relocate the pig. So I'm looking forward to getting some of those responses back at some stage.
Where it was originally, in Longstead Street and Foster Street. That's where it was originally. And
I tell you what, we'll like to see him up there again.
Exactly where it was.
Yes. Back where it belongs. Where it was.
On Street.
Yes, the landmark in Dandenong. That's where it was.
Lonsdale Street, where it was originally.
When you came into Dandenong, you knew where you were because the pig was there on the left-hand side.
Back where it used to be, down in the main street.
It was good where it was before, above the Dandenong Hotel.
Do you reckon it'll get back there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Dandenong Hotel would be good because it's centrally Dandenong, isn't it? Yeah, I think it would be marvellous.
We lived in Dandenong. The kids always knew they were nearly home. They livened up when they saw that pig lit up. I had it for a few years in the market, and the dandy hams were down off Cheltenham Road, and when they were cooking the hams you could smell them all over Dandenong. It was one of those feelings.
Yes, my dad would have started there about 1932, 33, and he had to retire through illness in about 1950. He was a fireman engine driver. He did a 3-week rotating shift. One was 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night, 10 at night until 6 in the morning, and then 6 in the morning till 2. When he finished the morning shift from 6 till 2, he'd unload a truck of coal or briquettes with either a shovel or a fork, and he used to get paid 10 shillings for that after he'd done his day's work. On those days he had to do that, he used to give my mother two whistles at 1 o'clock to let her know that he was going to unload the truck of coal or briquettes.
Dad caught 6 pigs. He got paid for going and catching 6 pigs. In 53. 6 pigs got out of the Dandenong Bacon Factory and they paid Dad to go and find them.
£1?
Yes, £1.
I used to go down and when he was on the 10 o'clock till 6 in the morning shift, I used to go down and spend the whole night with him. It was good in the winter time because you could have your little bed was made up next to the furnaces on 2 banana boxes and a chaff bag full of straw, and we'd have a nice pork chop for supper and a cup of billy tea, and then I'd go to sleep on the little bed. And he had two other chaps that used to do the same shift that worked on a rotation of 3 weeks in a row, different ones. And yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Sometimes I'd take his tea down to him when he was on the Toodle 10 shift. I could sort of go out my front gate and walk in a straight line right to the factory, over the railway line and in the back door. And some days you get in there and your eyes would be very smart in the tears because there used to be a bit of an ammonia that used to get out of the pipes.
Oh, well, it was a good place, especially when we lived right across the road. We didn't have to travel by transport. We just run across the railway line and we'd go in there. Because we used to start early in the morning in those days too. We used to Started at 5 o'clock in the morning in the bacon room and smoke all the bacon, and used to bone out the middles. And
oh, it was a marvellous place to work. Everyone had a nickname, and mine was Chippy. There was another fellow there by the name of Doug Keys. He was one of the bosses, and they called him Buncher. Another fellow by the name of Ron Chalmers, and his name was Snake. There was always a joke. I mean, everyone joked about everything, and I mean, they'd start a joke in the morning and it'd come around at the evening, and they'd have to believe it because it'd come back to them.
Unfortunately, there's a lot that have passed on now, but I still think about them and still see them, the ones that are still about, and still bump into them occasionally.
And Andy, you're alright. You're alright. You're alright.
This year was the last for the Southvale Primary School, and the retrieval of a time capsule buried back in the school's halcyon days was a sentimental time for all concerned, as Daryl Pittman reports.
Turn back the hands of time, roll back the sands of time.
When Southvale Primary School Principal Frank Spooner oversaw the burying of a time capsule in front of the school office back in October 1985, little did he know he would be back helping to dig it up just 26 years later. With the closure of his old school looming at the end of this school year, Frank returned one more time and, with the help of former student Melinda Grivens, retrieved the capsule in front of a large crowd of ex-students, teachers and parents. The capsule reignited school day memories for young children now in their mid-30s with families of their own. Their former teachers also enjoyed the walk down memory lane. Linda, what's it like coming back and seeing the time capsule after all of these years?
Fantastic, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've loved seeing all the kids, and well, not kids now, they're mid-30s, recognising some parents and having a look around the school because it was a big part of our lives for so long. And the thing I've liked most is having the kids who I taught remember all the fun things we did. We did travelling around the world, and we've got good memories, so it's good.
And what about some of the things in the time capsule itself?
Well, the time capsule, I found a poem that we made up with my grade on dinosaurs, which was really good. And the music, the song, the Southvale song we used to always have to sing every Monday, that was good getting that. And seeing the faces of all the children that, you know, well, not children, but what they've remembered. So it's good. The whole idea is good. It's terrific.
Among the treasures rediscovered was a Buckingham Palace reply to a letter to Prince Charles and Princess Diana congratulating them on their wedding.
We discussed what to put in the letter, and the one with the best writing, I can't remember who it was, wrote the letter, and we mailed it off to everybody and got the replies back. But
so where did some of the letters go to? Who did they go to?
The Prime Minister, the Premier and to Buckingham Palace. So we got replies back from everybody saying that no, it's already been organised, so yeah. But it was a class project.
So how does it feel seeing them all these years later?
It's pretty exciting actually, because I didn't think I would.
It was a great chance to catch up and remember the good old days. The school, now known as Athol Road East, will merge with the West Campus in 2012.
Very sad that it's going to have to become amalgamated because it was got great memories for all of us. And seeing that wonderful oval at the back and everything, a lot of schools don't have that anymore.
Let's live it over again.
One of the great landmarks in Dandenong is the Dandenong Market. It's just had a huge redevelopment. Let's go and check it out.
$15 mango, a good quality mango, chocolate banana, $20 mango here.
The market has a long and proud history, but the latest redevelopment has propelled it into the 21st century. We caught up with the market's retail manager, Penny Corty. Penny, the redevelopment looks great. Tell us a bit about it.
As you may know, the market's been operating since 1866, so it's one of Victoria's oldest markets. And there's lots of different historical aspects to look at with the market, going from when the cattle yards were, the sale yards were here originally on site, and were moved to the southern Dandenong area. And now we've actually got a fantastic array. We've got general merchandise, over 130 stores, a wonderful new meat, fish and deli hall, and about 16 fruit and veg operators behind me. And so pretty much everything you can get is, a lot of it's locally produced and grown, and you can come to the market and for fantastic prices get some lovely produce.
Whether it's nuts, handbags or honey, the new market has something for everyone.
We're in aisle J, and the J aisle at Dandenong Market is basically a servicing area where people will do signs, we'll do cups and t-shirts and things like that. We have other people that will do pendants, to inscribe anything you want on them. We have people that do belts, jewellery, everything that is good for a customer, and we're basically a very competitive sort of people, and you get good prices and service. And it's also just basically a one-stop shop for everybody.
Over the years, the market has become famous for its diversity and variety.
Because of the multicultural aspect of the area, you'll see lots of different foods from different nationalities. So ranging from exotic nuts and spices, rices, beans, legumes, and then we've got a fabulous array of fruit and veg, ranging from your conventional right through to organic, as well as Asian greens as well. And some of the more unusual fruits and vegetables that you may not see at other markets you will find here because of the different nationalities represented. And we've also got over 130 general merchandise stores, so things ranging from souvenirs and giftware, lovely exotic homewares, clothing, footwear and gorgeous jewellery.
Despite some inconvenience during the redevelopment, it's now full steam ahead for all concerned.
It was unfortunately, it was over 3 different stages and it took over 18 months, but now it's all finished and all the new shopkeepers are ready to go, and it's really picking up momentum.
It looks much neater than it was. In the olden days you had all the, we didn't have enough butchers and things like that, so it's a different market altogether basically. Yeah. But you can basically buy everything now. You got your butchers, you got the general merchandise, you got everything basically, your fruiterers, everything's undercover. So yeah.
Have a look, shoppers, bananas are coming down. We've got premium bananas.
The market's unique atmosphere is the result of one of Australia's biggest cultural mixes.
We've got over 156 different nationalities living in and around in central Dandenong, and we probably have at least 50 of those nationalities represented here by the storeholders at the market. So we've got lots of different backgrounds. We've got Russian, a lot of Polish and Russian small goods that you'll find in the meat, fish and deli. We've got Dennis from Schwartz Seafoods, who's been operating here for over 36 years, selecting the finest seafood every morning from the wholesale market himself. So the Dandenong Market would really probably be the largest market in the southeast in Melbourne, and most people are familiar with the other markets of Melbourne, being Queen Vic and South Melbourne and Prahran, but we're really trying to get Dandenong Market on the map, and we've run quite a few successful campaigns trying to introduce the market to groups of people that maybe normally wouldn't travel to Dandenong to come down, and because it's becoming a bit of a foodie precinct, the market's an ideal spot to run the market tours and talk to people about what's special about Dandenong Market.
There is no doubting Dandenong Market's important place in the history of the region.
Dandenong Market has been a central part of Dandenong since 1866. Back in those days when Market Day was traditionally on a Tuesday and people used to bring their wares down to this very site, horse and cart style, and we had the livestock market here as well. And obviously it's evolved over the years and undergone many changes, but today, as you can see, it brings all cultures together, and everybody loves to shop for food, and everybody loves to also shop for their essentials. And for every member of the community, it's a place that they can come, they can have a chat to storeholders, they can ask about different products, and you can't find that in other retail centres, so it's actually quite unique. And the atmosphere and the vibe of the market brings lots of different cultures together, and we like to celebrate that through lots of different performances and events that we hold at the market on a regular basis.
Well, that's great, Penny. The stallholders have given their new home the thumbs up.
The new Dandenong Market is much bigger, better, brighter than the old Dandenong Market, more spacious, everything's undercover, so it doesn't matter what the weather is, sun, rain, something for everybody.
It's brand new, it's clean.
clean. A lot more people are enjoying, you know, everything that we've got in the market. There's a lot of different offers that we have in the market. So a lot of customers are enjoying, you know, different scenery, how clean it is, how neat it is. Everything's all worked out neatly. All the customers are loving it.
Yes, the most important people of all, the customers, appear happy with the new look market.
It's fresh, everything's here, very competitive prices, and you've got choice.
I've been living in the area for 40 years. Why I love Dandenong Market? Because it's a multicultural, number one. Number two, everything is fresh. Prices are very reasonable. People are friendly. And I think what they've done with the market, it's wonderful.
I usually shop here once a week, you know, for fresh veggies and things. And now the new meat store's opened. It's got meat and fish as well, and if you want batteries for your watch, you can get that as well.
Mango, a good quality mango.
So there you are. Dandenong Market is still going strong after 146 years. The market is open on Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. For further information, visit www.dandenongmarket.com.au. The Noble Park Special Developmental School plays a key role in our community by enhancing the lives of children with special needs in so many ways. The proceeds from the recent mayoral charity function will help the school continue its great work, as Tanya Canis reports.
We're here with Principal of Noble Park Special Developmental School, Jackie Lowther. Now the school's recently received some excellent funding boost from a couple of organisations. Could you let us know a little bit more about that?
Certainly, Tanya. We've been really lucky. We were the recipients of the proceeds from the recent mayoral charity function at the City of Greater Dandenong, which was held at the Springvale Town Hall. It was the theme was a return to springy rock, and it was a rock and roll night, and everybody dressed up, and there were professional dancers and lots of raffles and prizes. And we were lucky enough for our school to be the recipient of all the monies raised on that night, which, as I said, was in excess of $14,000, which is wonderful.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be at the Noble Park Special Development School today, to be able to present them with a cheque for $14,336.72.
We've also had a lot of support, ongoing support from the Noble Park Rotary Club, which is fantastic, and other community organisations.
That's great. And could you let us know about some of the programs that this funding will go to?
Certainly. We're going to use the money raised at the mayoral charity function in the City of Greater Dandenong towards purchasing gym equipment for our intermediate and senior students to increase fitness and stamina and improve muscle control. We're also going to use the money we've recently received from the Rotary Club of Noble Park to purchase therapeutic equipment, which is really vital for our students in terms of maximising their outcomes and their potential.
That sounds fantastic. Now, are you able to show us a little bit about what the school sort of does?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, great,
Certainly.
thank you.
So these are some of the things that we're using the money for that was raised at the Rotary Club of Noble Park. This is called a PowerLink control unit, and what it does, it enables this young lady to be able to turn the radio on and off. She hasn't got the dexterity to be able to operate a regular CD player, so with the switch she can do that. She can also operate electrical appliances, and we use it for choice making, and she uses it to comment as well. It has multi-functions, and it's just fantastic for someone who is profoundly disabled. Another young man was very lucky. He received a manual wheelchair that he will use with his family out in the community. So he found it, and his family found it very difficult to access the community, but with the assistance of this wheelchair he'll be able to do that and go out with his other siblings. These pieces of equipment are very expensive, and a lot of our families can't afford it. So it's just really terrific. Makes a big difference to this young man's life. We also purchased a Kid Walk walking frame, and this piece of equipment is very, very expensive, costs thousands of dollars, and what it enables children to do is, children who are not ambulant, they can actually get up and they can walk, so they practice their walking skills, and it also works on strengthening their core of their body and weight bearing, which is really important for good health and good posture, and again gives them a sense of independence, being able to move through the environment on their own. We purchased some indoor trampolines with handles, which are fantastic for lots of reasons. They're great for fitness, they're great for balance and coordination, and the handle just gives the students something else to hold on to, so they feel safe and they feel that they have balance. We purchased a basketball hoop. Again, this is for ball skills and balance skills, so they learn how to improve their motor skills. A stroller to help another student get out into the community who found it very difficult and parents couldn't afford it, and some Zimmer knee splints, which help strengthen muscles for children. We also purchased a privacy screen for the therapy room because we have children and young people who need to get changed, and so their dignity needs to be maintained. Hydrotherapy equipment we purchased for the children, such as ankle weights to help keep them in an upright position in the water, and Theratogs. Theratogs is an actual suit and it improves posture and balance, and what it does is you purchase a kit of the Theratogs and then you make a suit for each individual that needs it. So as you can see, this young man, he's walking without the Theratog suit and his balance is very clumsy and his motor control is very poor. He can't navigate his way through the snake at all because he has no control over that gross motor movement, although he's ambulant. So he just goes off in a direction and he can't follow any sort of direction. This is with the Theratog suit, which the therapists have fitted, and as you can see, he is upright, he is not wobbling, he's not really all that clumsy, and he can actually follow the snake in a perfect formation, which is truly amazing. It makes such a big difference to him and his family as well. We had second skins bought, hand splints. So these are for students who have hemiplegia, and so they have no use in one or more of their limbs. So the splint gives them the strength and the support so that they can use that limb, because it's very important that we keep working on the limb that is not working very well so that it doesn't wither away, the muscle doesn't wither, and they remain as much function as they can possibly have. And these are all purchased individually. There's not one size fits all. We bought a set of fit balls for muscle strengthening exercises, and again, because a lot of our students have poor muscle tone, poor balance and poor coordination and difficulty with gross motor skills. So we run fitness classes and the kids really like it. They're not really quite aware that they're actually doing a physio session. They think that they're just having fun in the hall playing with the balls, but it actually is having a very therapeutic effect. At the same time, it enables them to be in a social situation where they're with their peers, to feel good about themselves, to have a laugh, to enjoy their learning and to improve their skills. And you can see how much they like it. With our students, we require a lot of very specialised equipment because of the range of disabilities that we have, and all students have a personalised learning plan, so everything's very much individual. This is another physio session on the fit balls. These are some intermediate and senior kids, and as you can tell, they're having a ball. They don't really realise at this time that they're actually improving their core strength in their muscles, but they're having a lot of fun doing it. And again, it's a very social activity, and you can see by the smiles on their faces, it's a fairly popular activity that they do. So it's not, physiotherapy is not just delivered in the way that it probably most people think it would be or has been in the past, but it's done more in a fun way. So we couldn't be more grateful to organisations such as the City of Greater Dandenong and also the Rotary Club of Noble Park. So as you can see, Tanya, the money is going to be really well utilised by the school. We have so many different programs on offer for students with disabilities, and all of the equipment and all of the funds that we receive from external organisations goes towards a very worthwhile cause.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to us today, and we wish the school all the best for the future. Thank you again.
Thanks very much, Tanya.
Well, that's it for another show. From the team at the City, we wish you all a happy and safe new year. We'll be back in 2012. That's next week. Bye for now.